this season. Neil Brown's 6th in Morgantown. Jaheim White is the electric running back, part of the two-headed tandem, and Jaheim White has a first down to the 37, dragged down by Donovan McMillan after 10. Risky throw there. Second down and 10, and Green on a draw. Ran for nearly 800 yards last year, and that'll set up third down and manageable with Kyle Lewis and Rasheem Biles in on the stop. From the 15, this is on the ground to the talented transfer running back, Des Reed, for a loss of 1. Since that game 2 weeks ago against the Nittany Lions. Second possession starts with big-bodied C.J. Donaldson in plus territory. Use the emotion you often play with. Rodney Gallagher in motion. Green under pressure. Steps up, throws on the run. He's got Gallagher. Out of bounds at the 15. They native for 34.
How was this play created, Mike? It's the legs of the quarterback. He steps up in the pocket. It's a subtle move in the pocket, and it buys enough time to get the ball out to Gallagher. That was a Garrett Green. We were just talking about him. Just make plays. Just go have fun. That was a fun play.
Who are in the red zone. Green sets up a screen. He's got it complete to Hudson Clement, who takes it inside the 10. Donovan McMillan in on the stop after 8 yards. Second down from the 8. Green pulls it on the move and can't escape. Rasheem Biles in on the stop.
Everybody just staying home. Just watch these players over here. They're just staying home. Everybody doing their job. That's what team defense is all about. Staying square, doing your job. You have the DN, he attacks the running back, and then the overlap gets to the quarterback.
Green to throw, swings it out, C.J. Donaldson in for a touchdown. West Virginia strikes first in the brawl.
All you got to do is try to create a dilemma, create a challenge. No communication, wide open Donaldson. Mountaineers on the board first.
Both coaches talked to us about how they're dealing with it throughout the week. Des Reed scampers up the middle, and the electric Western Carolina transfer runs into Anthony Wilson after 9. And quickly to the air, and it's Kenny Johnson who's got a first down. Bumped out of bounds past the 40. And they've been averaging a snap with 19 left on the play clock. Eli Holstein takes a shot. Johnson downfield. Holds it in for 42.
Oh, that's got to feel good for Kenny Johnson. Last week versus Cincinnati, they double-teamed him. They kept Kenny Johnson from getting a catch.
And Ben Sauls comes out from 31. And the veteran in his 3rd year on the job as the field goal kicker is good to get the Panthers on the board. And here in Pittsburgh, 6+ minutes to go in the first quarter. West Virginia with the football and the lead. And here's Jaheim White. Takes it out toward the 30. Much better last quarter and a half last week in that comeback win against Cincinnati for Holstein. They swing it out to Reed, and he gets swarmed immediately by Trey Lathan. It's a loss of 4, and the linebacker Lathan in on the stop.
Trey Lathan is just standing right here, and he just goes right now, right away. When you see that type of play, that's your coverage. Go get your coverage. That's a next tackle.
And how about 4 touches for 1 total yard for Des Reed, who leads everybody in FBS in all-purpose yards per game. Fake it to him here. Holstein will fire into traffic, and Johnson makes the catch off the bobble. Anthony Wilson was draped all over him, but Kenny Johnson sticks with it for 21. Back to Kenny Johnson.
Yeah, just going back to that play, it was just a nice play, previous play. Anthony Wilson's there, knocks the ball up.
From the 42, Holstein gets it out quickly, and it's Kanate Mumfield. 4-man rush, check down Reed. Made a man miss, and Des Reed has the first down and more. Inside the 25, stopped by Anthony Wilson.
Reed Carrico can tell you about the jump cut. Reed Carrico's the linebacker, and he's right there on Reed. And it's just a quick 1-2, and Reed is gone.
First met back in 1895. Out of the timeout, Eli Holstein. He can run a little bit, and Holstein barrels down with a first down. Dantes Fagan wraps him up after a dozen, and Pitt's offense back beckoning the Panther pit.
And showing a little emotion there, Mr. Holstein, right? Where he feels like he can flourish.
He looks toward the end zone. Holstein fires, and it's caught by Reed. Touchdown, Pitt.
I would think, who is the guy you want to stop? You got to stop, or you got to find Des Reed. No one finds Des Reed. He goes in motion, and he just hooks up with the quarterback. He's standing there. He could have jumped and did jumping jacks, Mike. He's like, hey, right here, me, I'm open. He's open at the goal line. Probably the easiest throw.
On the ground, Jaheim White in a search for space, wrapped up by Donovan McMillan. All right, Tom, they start with 2nd down and 4 to begin the second quarter, and it's Jaheim White up the middle.
A couple positive plays.
They've got it to the 35. Pressure comes, and here's the tight end, Cole Taylor. Second year at West Virginia after transferring from LSU.
We want to get him a lot more touches. Last week had a big touchdown in the red zone.
Mountaineers go quickly. Green rifles Taylor again. Into plus territory to the 43. 6'7" tight end. He says Rashad Battle has responded well. Back to C.J. Donaldson at 238 pounds, and the bruising tailback will set up 3rd down and short. All right, so West Virginia's at the 20. Garrett Green sets up a screen to his tight end, Cole Taylor. Taylor on the move, and he's banged down at the 5. And a flag flies in late with Kyle Lewis in on the stop. It's over. We'll step aside. We'll unpack it when we return. Is it crown of the helmet targeting on?
Not confirming a target.
West Virginia has it at the 5. Jaheim White's the running back. Here is White off the right side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. West Virginia's back in front.
It's not about the receptions for Cole Taylor. Watch this block. He gets the block that's needed to spring White for the touchdown. Well deserved.
A legend. Flea flicker. Eli Holstein is sworn and sacked. Josiah Trotter and Nate Gabriel in the backfield for the Mountaineers.
And yes, Trotter, you've heard that name, but watch for it. He's not fooled. He's just coming downhill right now. He's not fooled by the handoff to Reed. He just gets down and goes and makes a play on the quarterback. They never had a chance. Because Josiah Trotter ran downhill and got the quarterback.
Jeremiah's son, a loss of 9, a screen. Kanate Mumfield gets about 4 yards back.
Like his dad.
And now on 3rd down and long for the Panthers, Holstein rolls, a flag flies, and Holstein goes out of bounds. Bumped out by Rodney Gallagher. In the meantime, Carrico, the Ohio State transfer, goes out. Fresh-headed downs for Pitt, and Des Reed springs into plus territory. A really bright young mind, 31-year-old offensive coordinator. 2nd down and long, Holstein rifles, and a great jumping catch by Poppy Williams. Got leveled by Aubrey Burks.
They throw from Holstein. They call that the honey hole. It's to get that ball in that tight of a window.
Part of a secondary for West Virginia filled with transfers. On 2nd down, Holstein. Mobile to his left, fires complete, and it's Poppy Williams. It started this possession for Pitt. 1st down and long, and Holstein moves in the pocket, stays alive. And Holstein shoved out of bounds at the 30. Back here at Pitt, Terrence Enos Jr. comes in at left tackle. Redshirt junior who made a start last year at Notre Dame at right tackle. Holstein avoids the rush. Throws for the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Des Reed. His 2nd, and the Panthers are back in front. Said to us yesterday that last year our quarterback play was atrocious. It's been better this year.
I mean, he just flicked him away like he was a fly or a tick or something. He just moves up in the pocket, calm, and finds Des Reed.
Well, and you see Taylor does it again, backing off the line. And now C.J. Donaldson on 2nd down and 5 has a 1st down out to the 36. Donaldson breaks away from Braylon Lovelace. And C.J. Donaldson rumbles for a first down to midfield.
You give him a crease, that's 240 pounds coming at you. Number 0, Lovelace, he's right there in the hole. Right through the arm tackle does Donaldson.
It's Donaldson again. Gets stood up this time. Coaching staff for West Virginia thinks Donaldson is healthy and confident. Maybe as much as he's ever been, but certainly way more than he was last year. Pressure comes. Garrett Green stands in and he floats it and picked off! Bruce Brookins, the interception, and Pitt's got a takeaway.
I want you to watch right here. Traylon Ray, he's going to run this route, and he's open right now. And Green's trying to throw it to him. He wants him to just stop, and he doesn't. And so because of Ray not looking back at the quarterback, Green has to hold on to it by the time. But he kept going in the route, and he ran himself into danger, and that forced the interception.
So Pitt's got the lead and the football back headed toward halftime. And Holstein takes off, and then he ducks down shy of the 35. They need 4. Holstein got it. Poppy Williams, the first down to the 40.
So they want to make sure they keep the ball away from West Virginia.
By the way, we saw Branson Taylor back in at left tackle. Boy, here's a pitch that nearly went awry to Kenny Johnson. T.J. Jackson was right there and nearly had an interception.
Both these guys are just flying off the ball. Fritz, he actually just doesn't even see it.
Kevin, thank you. Second down and long, and Kanate Mumfield hauls in the pass from a scrambling Eli Holstein.
I wonder if they just hold it and try to draw West Virginia off sides.
And we'll see if they do. Snap it, they do. It's Johnson, nowhere to go, and he's stacked up. And West Virginia gets the turnover on downs. Tyron Bradley right there. It's had some interesting play calls here.
Yeah, I didn't like the call there, because that's not who they are. I would have lined up and run the
first down and 20. Still plenty of time to work with. Conservative with a quarterback draw again, and Green gets a lot of it back and more. Garrett Green with a first down to the 35 before Kyle Lewis stopped him after 23.
Running back. Those are the guys that made the play. Watch the center and watch the running back. They get out front first. They get a nice couple seals, and you see the quarterback, his guys, for the first down.
And now Jaheim White, who had one of those blocks. He takes it for 4 yards to the 31. Third down and 6. Green rolls out, throws on the run to Gallagher, and appears to be short. Hayes with the kick on its way, and Mike Hayes drills it. And this game's tied at 17. And Holstein's going to the air. He's under pressure and goes down. T.J. Jackson the sack. And that could have been worse for Pitt than just the sack.
Early on, seemed to be effective. Then the game slowed down a little bit.
Des Reed bottled up for a loss. He only rushed it 6 times for 15 yards in the first half, but he did have a couple of receiving touchdowns. The redshirt freshman in his 3rd collegiate start after transferring in from Alabama. Eli Holstein. Pocket collapses. Holstein slipped away and gets swung down by Trey Lathan. And it's a loss of 1, and it brings up 3rd down and long. First drive of the second half begins inside his own 15 with a play fake and an out pattern and a great catch made on the edge by Traylon Ray, the talented sophomore from Tallahassee. C.J. Donaldson cuts it back, and it's a first down. Done. Pitt showing pressure. They bring 4. It's a screen to the tight end, Cole Taylor. And Taylor is not going to get there. Stood up by Bruce Brookins, who had a first half interception, and it's 4th down. Kenny Johnson's back deep. Straw's got time, and Straw will take off for the brand. It's a first down. The Australian punter, Ollie Straw.
For the brand, indeed. So Straw has the football, and he's just looking. And the entire Pitt return team.
And now he moves the sticks and keeps West Virginia with the football. They go on the ground. Back with it to Jaheim White. Conservative on the ground to C.J. Donaldson, and he gets wrapped up by Kyle Lewis. 5 yards, and it's 4th down and long, and the punt team will come out for the Mountaineers. It's going to be a spy situation here on Ollie Strong, who has it blocked! Bounces inside the 30, picked up by Pitt for a touchdown for Brandon George! After Maverick Gracio etches his name into the backyard brawl.
What you think? Maverick with the block, scoop, Top Gun-ish. Mountaineers down 7.
Mountaineers go up-tempo. Garrett Green to the air. Down the sideline. Hauled in by Jaden Bray. His first catch of the ball game. Now there is a flag back down near the line of scrimmage.
They go fast, and they caught Pitt with too many men on the field. Illegal substitution. And that's how you go out and capitalize on it. You get the big play to Jaden Bray on the outside. Just his 2nd catch of the year.
I mentioned the 2 grabs. They've each been for 44 yards these last 2 weeks. Pressure comes. Green takes off. Shoots away from Lewis. And Derrick Green keeps Lewis on his heels to the 20.
That's the best offensive weapon for West Virginia is Garrett Green's legs, because he keeps putting pressure.
And now Neil Brown's offense in the red zone. Green, screen, Preston Fox has a 1st down. 1st down and goal, a 12 yards to the trusty 5th-year senior from Morgantown. You've been begging for north-south in the run game. And here it is, Donaldson in for a touchdown. Right up the middle. And the Mountaineers an extra point from tying this in the 3rd.
You talk about a response, you need to respond. Pitt gets their block with a score, but Donaldson right back.
Here's Des Reed with a seam up the middle. And Des Reed finishes a run to the 40. Thought he was still on his feet, but they'll mark him down. Ran into Jaheim Joseph.
Powerful is Des Reed. They list him at 5'8", 175, but he plays so much bigger. He's a downhill runner. He said he can squat almost, 600 pounds? He told us, Mike, he is.
Eli Holstein under pressure and sacked. Hammond Russell the 4th with the takedown for a loss of 7.
Russell, it was a little twist game. And you get this all the way around on the twist game. Just watch 99 in the middle. Russell.
Cade Bell and the Panthers are here. Play fake. Holstein is dropped. T.J. Jackson and Tyron Bradley combine on a 5th West Virginia sack.
T.J. Jackson it's a double team. He splits the double team. He's right in the middle. Just split that double team.
4-man rush and Green eludes Matlack. Green takes off with Greengrass in front of him and gets bumped out of bounds at the 41 with a 1st down. Brawl.
Yeah, I think he's probably saying, y'all better go get a spy. You better get an extra defender, because since the end of the 2nd quarter, in the early parts of this 3rd quarter, it's been.
Kyle Lewis was hopeful not to get the flag. He didn't get it. 1st down from the 41. C.J. Donaldson tried to cut it upfield, and he gets dropped by Rasheem Biles. Pressure comes. Green fires to Traylon Ray, and he hangs on to it.
Completed pass.
Red zone again. Donaldson stacked up. Rasheem Biles got to him first, and then a swarm of Panthers meet C.J. Donaldson for a loss. From 24, and Mike Hayes gives West Virginia the lead. His older daughters, by the way, they thought it was hilarious. The son had to learn. Pitt starts down by 3, and it's a quick one to the outside to Kenny Johnson from Eli Holstein.
Can they keep these chains moving on 3rd and short?
Reed is blown up in the backfield by Trey Lathan.
I love these plays. You get downhill when nobody blocks you. That's like stealing. That's stealing candy from a... Nobody blocked him.
Donaldson keeps the feet moving for a first down.
Traylon Davis, the tight end, number 81. Watch the tight end sneak through the hole. He gets a help out with the guard, and then he leads up on the linebacker, Lewis.
They're just outside Mike Hayes' range. They go for it on fourth down. Green, out pattern. Ray hangs on again for a second time in this second half. Green to the air. And Green will tuck it. Spins away and loses a yard. A fourth down. He's been aggressive ever since. Third down here. Green, sideline shot, and hauled in by Justin Robinson. Wow!
Game in the rivalry game. He's covered, and it's all left hand. He needed one hand. He didn't need two. He needed one, and corrals that football in. That's his first reception of the day. They haven't thrown to him all game long. Holstein didn't do that. That's how they got the false start on Kenny Johnson.
And the clock rolls under 4.5 to go on Pitt. Holstein under some pressure, and he escapes again. Eli Holstein uses his legs to get into plus territory. So now it's 3:15 to go for Pitt, down by 10. Still have all three timeouts, but it's second down and 30 from the 40. Holstein takes a shot deep downfield toward the end zone. Caught by Day Reynolds. Wow. A flag down as well on the far side of the field.
That's going to be on the defense.
Number 13, defense. That penalty is declined. Ruling on the field is a touchdown.
How does Day catch this one? He's being draped on. Look how many defenders are there. They're holding on to him. They're moving him. And yet the concentration of Dejon Reynolds. They call him Day.
Pressure comes. Green looking to escape, and he's down. Jimmy Scott the sack.
They had 8 sacks coming into this game, Mike.
Of the second half.
That's their first sack today.
Ben Sauls has a big leg. He says he's comfortable from 60 and in. Pitt down by 3. Holstein, sideline. Gavin Bartholomew, the tight end. Derrick Davis, the running back, beside Holstein. Holstein fires and finds Mudfield into field goal range to the 30. Play fake. Holstein scrambles, stayed on his feet somehow. And Eli Holstein slides down at the 14.
Their second charge timeout.
He's just in the pocket, and he plays Houdini. He spins in the pocket, and all of a sudden he sees space.
Nate Yarnell, the redshirt junior, who has spent 4 years here in Pittsburgh, has started some games, comes on with Davis beside him. Davis up the middle. Touchdown! Pitt's got the lead.
When you need it most, you rely on the offensive line. 68 starts combined on this offensive line. A group that has played together, that trusts and believes in each other. And you need a couple yards to get into the end zone. With the backup quarterback, the backup running back, it didn't matter who they rely on. The offensive line to create the space needed.
13 seconds to go. Green looking for somewhere. He fires downfield. Picked off by Kyle Lewis. And Pitt will win the backyard brawl. From 10 down in the 107th backyard brawl. Panthers over Mountaineers.